Hello and welcome to the Sports Encounter special World Cup coverage. Today we will review Australia versus New Zealand, where Australia simply thrashed New Zealand by a huge margin of 7 wickets. Very easy victory. With me is Hamad, and how do you think how Australia went into this match?
This was a total professional performance by the defending champions Australia. They showed why they are the number one side in the one-day cricket.
Okay.
They simply outlast Kiwis, and they didn't allow them to settle or find the rhythm into this match.
All right, and what were the special performances in your view?
It was Johnson. Mitchell Johnson. He was marvelous today again, and he just bowled in the right area. And what's more, the Kiwis batsmen, the short selection of the Kiwis were very poor. They were chasing the wide deliveries against Johnson and
Sean Cage, right. Okay, so do you think that which has something to do with the debacle of New Zealand?
Not really. Apart from the dismissal of Dovetail, you won't see too many alarming there.
Okay.
It was a poor short selection that hurt the Kiwis.
All right. So, what was the key to bowl on this pitch?
Just bowl through the line, just on the right area.
Okay. What were the right areas?
Good length and just not often.
Yes,
as far as example was Mr. Johnson's bowling.
Okay, he pitched the ball up rather than pitching it short more often.
Yeah.
All right.
Just bowling to the corridor of the uncertainty.
And that's the contrast that we've seen in the New Zealand bowling. They bowl a lot shorter deliveries than as compared to Aussies.
Yeah. It was basically a counter attack from the Aussie batsmen. They didn't allow the New Zealand pacers to get going. And the young Himesh Bennett, who was a key bowler in the last match, he just didn't find his seat up. Only Team Saudi he just got one or two good spells. But apart from Saudi, they did all the teams were struggling there.
A lot was expected from Daniel Vittori that he will spin the ball on this pitch, but nothing happened really for him. Was well?
Yeah, it was nothing there for the spinners as well.
Okay, Crosby was really no threat whatsoever to New Zealand batsmen.
Yeah, in fact, Steven Smith, he was better than Greg Side.
Yes, wrist spinners always have some bite in his pitches, but not the finger spinner.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you think? How Aussies are shaping up in this tournament now?
They have one of the best bowling attack, one of the best pace attack in the world.
Okay.
In this tournament as well, so they are a real threat in the tournament, and they have a chance to defend the title. But their actual strength will be tested in the matches against Sri Lanka and Pakistan. So how they come up with the best team.
All right. So Shane Watson was again scoring runs, bulk of the runs.
Yeah, again another 50.
All right.
But he's not been able to convert it 50 into 100. This is this big problem, in the big matches when they came into the final, semi-final, quarter-final. This thing will be really hurting the Aussies.
Don't you think this is a worrying sign? This is quite, a thing to relish for a captain like Ponting, that his opener is at least giving him 50 to 70 assured runs in every match.
Yeah, but in the big matches, you need someone to play a long inning. Watson, if you see his stats, he has 500 in the one day international at 2150. His conversion is really poor. In the test matches as well. But in one day, one man can change the game. So he's the one man, the main man of it, who was performing really well in the last 1 year.
All right. So in the end, Aussies completing the target in 34th over and winning it by 7 wickets, and now have 2 victories from their 2 matches. And New Zealand will have to beat Canada by a huge margin to get themselves up for the quarterfinal spot. And this is the end of the match review between Australia and New Zealand from your very own Sports Encounter. Goodbye.